We are now in the final week of VCT North American group stages, and patch 4.04 will be applied to this weekend's matches. It should be exciting to see new strats and agent comps, especially with major changes coming to controllers, most notably Astra. We also have the top 2 teams in both groups facing off, and a must-win scenario for Optic Gaming and RISE in Group B. But we will start with the best of NA clash between the Guard and Cloud9 as the first match on Friday. Both teams are undefeated and coming off convincing victories from last week. The winner of this match will be the top seed in Group A, and it'll be fun to watch the Guard, who have been electrifying throughout the tournament with high KDA players in Trent and Valen, to finally face off their toughest challenge yet in Cloud9, the team who was not slowed down since the inception of VCT last year. The second match on Friday will be a must-win for RISE as they face off NRG, who has not won a series in this group stages thus far. To preface, Group A has already solidified their top 4 teams for playoffs, but Group B has a situation where RISE can take Optic's spot if they defeat NRG, and that Optic loses their match versus Knights. So, this is a must-win and a must-watch for RISE fans if they want to have any hope in securing a playoff spot. I suspect NRG to be trying out different looks during this match, and any team does not want to go winless during a tournament. Moving on to Saturday, we have the top 2 teams in Group B facing off in V1 versus Sentinels, the NA rivalry you know and love. This is going to be a super fun one to watch as both teams are comfortably seated in the top of their group, but will be taking this opportunity to test out the update in a competitive setting. V1 has shown no signs of slowing down and are looking to be undefeated in the group stages, while Sentinels did lose an exciting one to Optic in week 3, but threw out all that doubt last week with their victory over RISE. It will be very interesting to see how Astra gets implemented, if any, due to the new patch. Maybe play a little mind games here as both teams may very well meet each other again later on in the tournament. Game 2 on Saturday will have 100 Thieves versus Evil Geniuses, playing for peanuts, as both teams will not be making playoffs. But again, this will be a great opportunity to test and try new things, map picks, agent selects, especially for 100 Thieves, who technically still have a new roster, so this will be a good chance for both teams to feel the update out and experiment in preparation for the next opportunity later this year. Then on Sunday, we have an important match for Optic Gaming as they face off Knights. To reiterate, if Optic lose and RISE wins their match on Friday, Optic is out of playoff contention due to them losing to RISE in the first week of group stages. So all they need to do is win, but it'll be against a surprising Knights team who have only lost 1 map in the past couple weeks. It'll be interesting to see how well Optic prepares for this matchup, especially for Marv, who plays Astra and Viper. Both of those agents are going to see significant changes this weekend, so we'll see what the Green Wall comes up with. And the final match of the week will be Xset versus Luminosity. Both teams have already secured a spot in the playoffs, only really fighting for the 3rd and 4th seeding. Again, this is an opportunity for them to try out comps, and should be a treat for fans as we might see different looks that we aren't accustomed to. This is what makes these patches great. Aside from balancing and fixes, we'll see how players and teams adapt to the changes, and also gives us a glimpse of their thought process going into playoffs in April. The final week of VCT should be super fun and exciting as we'll finally get the top 4 teams in both groups.